5, one of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We're ready to start year 2 together in the booth. Off we go here in Inglewood. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he's going to be stopped out that line to begin this ballgame.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. He's got it. That's a 1st down. That's across midfield. And down to the 47-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On play action, Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is brought in. And he will score. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans. For the rookie Higgins, the 2nd pick in the 2nd round, he has his 1st NFL touchdown. Fairbanks able to add the extra point, and the Texans have their 1st lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbanks to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was tackled at the 27. 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyway. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20.
21 yards on the play.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Play action, Stafford. This one just too far for the receiver. That one falls incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A 33-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. He's got space inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Texans who have the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stroud. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they go with Montgomery.
David Montgomery with the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
4th down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal.
A 32-yard
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Texans go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They go play action with Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
First down, Stafford. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air again. Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He gets in for an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And he'll take it on in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Texans is going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. but it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Jamie Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Oh, and he pushed it. Something looked off of the snap, and he has missed it. The kick, no good. And the score remains level.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He is past the 20, but there is a marker down. Let's get the call. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 23.
Looking out of the gun, Stafford. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Second down, it's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Throwing again is Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Rams first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And some nifty running on the return. It's a good yardage before he was taken down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
One more time for Montgomery. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans first down. They'll go play action with Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
It's 2nd down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 9. Higgins sent in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
For and taken. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Play action now for Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throw on third down, Stafford. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. That finds Nakua along the sideline. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
22 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Stafford. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Third year man, Will Anderson, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So on is the kicker, RSMV-CT, in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Open man downfield is Noel. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business is inside the 30-yard line.
First down.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and inches. Here's Stroud. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The kickoff for Houston.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in on the left by McClure. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
16 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Here's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down by Jamal Hill. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The shotgun snap to Stafford. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I tell you, after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
And 6 yards.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Brings up 3rd.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches. So it's a win here for the Texans. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.